Bessie, and the topic is Michael Jordan. Last night, we heard from Richard Esquinas, the man who claims that he was owed over $1 million at one point by Jordan for golf debts. Here's the text of Jordan's statement released late this afternoon. Says Jordan, I have played golf with Richard Esquinas with wagers made between us. Because I did not keep records, I cannot verify how much I won or lost. I can assure you that the level of our wagers was substantially less than the preposterous amounts that have been reported. It is extremely disappointing to me that an individual whom I caused no harm and who held himself out as my friend would shamelessly exploit my name for selfish gain. It is equally disappointing that my off-the-court activities are receiving more attention in the midst of the NBA championship than my on-court activities. I want to publicly apologize to my family, my teammates, Jerry Reinsdorf, the NBA and Bulls fans for the distraction this story has caused. I also want to thank those members of the media who had the courage and independence to report this incident and the coverage it received for what it is, an embarrassment for all of us. That's the statement by Michael Jordan, the reaction by Peter Vesey.
Well, I think it was an embarrassment to the media, to NBC especially. Personally, Bob, I would have never gone on with a story like that. I think we were really soft on him. I think we were irresponsible. I think that the guy's motives were clear. He's a publicity seeker. He's looking to make financial gain. And we gave a story of no importance and credibility.
Leaving the character of Richard Esquinas aside, one need not sympathize.
I didn't even get into his character
One
yet.
need not sympathize with him to legitimately ask the question, if Michael Jordan has repeatedly made high-stakes wagers, that's not a story?
No, it was a story the first time. Now everybody knows that Michael Jordan gambles. He gambles big because he makes big money. That's the story. There's no story anymore, Bob. The league doesn't have any policy against him betting on golf links. As we know, golf is famous for betting on the links. He's just another guy that's got more money to bet out there.
You could make an argument that if a pattern develops, that it becomes a story. Not just the first time, which sets off an alarm, but if a pattern develops, then perhaps the alarm should ring again.
Well, I don't see why, because what are we saying? There's nothing illegal here. He's betting big lump sums of money on a sport. He's taking some risks. He takes risks on the court. There's no difference, Bob. If the league wants to come out with a policy and say no more players, no more coaches, no more referees. First of all, I don't think refs are allowed in casinos during the year anyway, but I don't think players and coaches, there's no rules. If they came out and said no casinos, no gambling, nothing, then fine. Now we have a story. But it's nothing new here. This happened 2 years ago, Bob. It has nothing to do with what's going on now. I think that it was handled totally correctly the first day. When it came over the wire, every newspaper in this country, except maybe the LA Times, which had the story, went with it as agate. That's where it belonged, in agate.
I talked to David Stern last night. He said what you have just said. The league obviously has a policy about betting on NBA games. They have no policy about golf wagers or casino gambling. But David Stern acknowledged that they were reconsidering that. They may not do anything, but they may formulate a policy. Obviously, there won't be an ex post facto law, so they'll have to put in some kind of rule from this point forward if they decide to do that.
I think that'd be a great idea. I think the integrity of the league has to be protected every way possible. Let's do it. It should have been done long ago, probably.
There are long-standing alarm bells, though, in sports about associations with, quote, unsavory characters and about gambling in general. Even if it is legal for you or me, technically legal for the athlete, that sort of association is looked upon as questionable for a professional athlete.
If Michael Jordan has a problem, it's picking his friends. That's his biggest problem.
Okay. Our problem is time, sad to say. When we come back, we'll turn our attentions to the Suns